Just a reminder that this video is equipped with chapters. So feel free to jump to or skip to chapters that you want to watch. Alright. I got my CMF Watch Pro 2 from Digital Walker online shop where I pre-ordered it for 4,390 Philippine pesos. The pre-order promo has a free bezel and a strap. As of the creation of this video, they have only delivered the watch, but not the freebies yet, so I cannot demo the switching of the bezel for now, which is the unique thing about this watch. It has an interchangeable bezel. Along with that, the CMF Watch Pro 2 has an aluminium alloy body with a 1.32-inch AMOLED display, having a 466 by 466 resolution at 60 Hz refresh rate, which can have a maximum of 620 nits brightness. The single crown or button of the watch can also be rotated to scroll through the items in the watch. We have a simple, small, and glossy box here. CMF Watch Pro 2 also has a heart rate, sleep, stress, and SpO2 monitors, which can be set for 24/7 continuous monitoring. You can make Bluetooth calls here as it has a speaker and microphone, along with its Bluetooth 5.3. And upon pulling out the inner box, we are immediately presented with the CMF Watch Pro 2 itself. Nothing has also created 100 watch faces, along with customizable widgets. And there's also gesture controls, and they are claiming for 11 days of battery life from its 305 mAh battery. The watch looks really nice. For fitness, there are 120 sports mode here and a built-in multi-GPS system, so you don't need to bring your phone while working out. Along with the health sensors, there's also an accelerometer and an ambient light sensor here, which can enable the adaptive brightness of its screen. The inner compartment of the box contains a magnetic proprietary charger, which you can connect to any USB-A brick or laptops, power bank, and such. We also have a user manual here. And let's now go to the main course, the CMF Watch Pro 2 itself. Let's turn on the watch now by pressing the crown for 3 seconds. We have the usual CMF.matrix logo here. On first boot, you will need to select the language. And you can rotate the crown to select from the list or just use the touch screen. Then using our phone, we will need to scan this QR code, which will take us to the CMF Watch app that you need to install in your phone. Let's open the app for the first time. You will need to create a CMF account to proceed. I just sign in with Google as usual. We then need to select our preferences for the units, enter our birth date, gender, height, weight, and then tap complete. And as with any other Android apps, we will need to grant all the needed permissions. Going back to the watch, we can scroll down to read the next steps that we need to do to pair the watch and the phone. Alright. From the phone, let's go to the third tab, the watch icon. From here we can add a device. The app should easily detect the watch. Just tap on that. Then from the watch, approve the pairing. There we go. GPS is syncing now. We can now set up our call reminder and music control settings, as well as the notification settings, where you can select all the apps that you want the watch to receive notification from. Here we go. We are all set up now. We are ready to use the watch now. The unique feature of this watch is this bezel, which you can just twist and then take out and replace with other design and color. But as mentioned earlier, my freebie bezel and strap has not been delivered yet, so we cannot demo this for now. I'll just create a separate shorts video about it when they arrive. I like the build of the CMF Watch Pro 2. It feels sturdy and really solid. I think I like this default flat bezel more than the round one. But we'll see when my freebies arrive. We have just one crown button here with a red dot accent. When you press it, it will bring up the app list. And rotating the crown will let you scroll through the apps. This rotation function is only for certain parts of the watch though. Like for example here, if you are on the widgets, the rotation does not do anything. It is only for up and down scrolling and nothing more. The watch is not that thick, but not too thin either. There's a slit here between the body and the removable bezel. The sandy look of the aluminum body looks really sleek. We have a 22mm strap for this. And the default one has an easy release mechanism, just like the one in the Amazfit GTR 2. We have a speaker at the bottom left side and the microphone on lower right side. I'm not sure if this is another microphone in the bottom. We have the sensors in the middle of the back plate as usual and the charging pins at the bottom. Then we have a print around saying 80 Cheapside London England, EC 2 volts, 6E, Watch Pro 2, Model D398, Nothing Technology Limited on a dot matrix font. I like the overall build of the phone. It honestly feels like a premium one. In the default flat bezel we also have a dot matrix font print of CMF by Nothing. And another same print can be found in the strap. CMF Watch Pro 2's build and design is solid for me. When you need to juice up the watch, you will need a USB-A charging brick and use the proprietary charging cable that comes in the box. There is a good animation here for charging. As for my experience, I usually charge the CMF Watch Pro 2 when it goes down to 20% battery. And 20 to 100% takes 80 minutes. If my math is correct, this is equivalent to 1% charge per 1 minute, which is neat. And for battery life, I usually wear the watch basically 24/7 and only removing it on my wrist when I need to take a bath or do other personal comfort room stuffs. With always on display enabled, a fixed level 4 screen brightness, about more than 100 notifications a day, all 24/7 health monitoring are disabled, 1 workout per day, 1 SpO2 and heart rate test per day, and with sleep tracking enabled, I am getting, on average, a 25% discharge every 20 hours. Which means a full 100% charge will be dead after 80 hours, or 3 days and 8 hours. Not bad, and on par with my previous Amazfit smartwatches and the Redmi Watch 3, but definitely far from the 11 days that nothing claims. Okay. From the home screen, when you swipe down, you will be presented with the quick toggles for Do Not Disturb mode, Battery Saver mode, and Wake on Wrist Raise. The 3 lower items are for brightness adjustment between levels 1 to 5 and automatic, the torture flashlight, which basically fills the whole screen with different colors, and the last icon is for opening the settings page. You can also see the date and time above. From the settings you can set the watch faces. You can also toggle the app view between default, which is the list of app names, or grid view, which is like the Apple Watch style of just showing the circle icons of the apps. Let me set it back to default view as I am not familiar with all of the icons here, so it's a lot easier for me to just have the name of the apps in a list. We also have display and brightness here in the settings, where you can set the brightness level from 1 to 5 and how long before the screen turns off. You can also select the always on display watch face here, along with how you want to enable the AOD. I like the smart enable here which only enables AOD when you are wearing it. You can also toggle the double tap to wake here. All other settings here are self-explanatory, so I leave it up to you to explore them. Back to the home screen, when you swipe up, you will see the notifications. Swiping left or right will let you go through the widgets. You have a fixed 4 sets, or 4 pages of widgets here, which are all fully customizable using the phone app. As shown earlier, pressing the crown will open the apps list. You can then rotate the crown or swipe to scroll through the apps, which includes exercise, exercise records, heart rate, blood oxygen, active score, activity, sleep, stress, cycles or the menstrual cycle, world clock, reminder, phone call, music, camera remote, weather, breathing, voice assistant, stopwatch, timers, alarms, calculator, calendar, flashlight, find my phone, and settings. Yeah, it's a lot. I will demo some of these apps later. To change the watch face from the watch, just long tap on the home screen, then you can swipe left or right to select which one you prefer. Unfortunately, you are only allowed to have a maximum of 6 watch faces in the watch. One watch face is only a few kilobytes in size, so I'm not sure why only 6. Anyway, some watch faces can be customized as well. If you see a gear icon below it, that means you can customize that watch face. Like this one for example, I can select what data to display in the bottom small circle. Or this one, where I can select a color scheme. The UI of the CMF Watch Pro 2 is much simpler than the other smartwatches that I've used, but I think they hit all the right spot. All the functionalities and features that I use and look for from a smartwatch is here, so being a simpler UI is really an advantage in this situation. Moving on to the companion app, aptly named CMF Watch. Under the first tab, the top block shows the health record summary like the calories burned and exercises done. Then we have the exercise details. You have the data here grouped by month. And you can tap a workout to see their details. Then we have the stress level here, along with the last SpO2 and heart rate measured. And then the sleep tracking, which is impressively accurate based on my experience. Monthly cycle data is also here. Then we have the active score, which is the equivalent of PAI in the Zepp app of the Amazfit watches, which is your overall average health score. Lastly, we have the training load. The second tab is about the workout. From here, you can use your phone to trigger a workout. Do note though that if you start your workout here, it will immediately start without waiting for a GPS lock. The third tab is about the watch. You can see the watch battery percentage here. Of course, you can select and set a watch face from here as well. In the common sports, you can select and rearrange the sports that you want to appear in the watch. Health monitoring lets you toggle the 24/7 monitoring of heart rate, SpO2, and stress, along with water and stand-up reminders. In contacts, you can select and add phone book contacts here, which you can use to trigger a call from the watch. In the widgets, you can customize the 4 groups of widgets that represents the widgets pages in the watch when you swipe left or right. Widgets data can be from anything, like steps, heart rate, weather, battery, music control, and many more. You can also rearrange the sequence of the widget groups here. Notification settings let you choose which app pushes notification to the watch. Then we have a call reminder, world clock, and alarm, which are self-explanatory. The quick reply lets you compose a pre-written reply that you can use to reply on a message directly from the watch. Reminder is also self-explanatory. In the More section you can find the Find device and toggles for DND, wake on wrist raise, and workout detection. The last group is about the user guide, checking for updates, device information and option to reset the watch. Lastly, you can also unbind the watch from the phone here. The last tab is about your account that includes password maintenance, goals, permission management, update of the phone app, and support items. Overall, this companion app is a really comprehensive one, and everything you need are all here, and even some features that you can't find from other companion apps like Zep. I like it. The CMF Watch Pro 2 can also be a very useful remote control for your phone. You can use it to control your music. And you can also see the title of the track from your phone. So there's no need to take out your phone if you are sound tripping. One downside of this watch though is, it does not have a storage to have MP3 files, so you can play the music from the watch itself, which I can do in my previous Amazfit watches. If you are taking a selfie or taking a group picture or video, you can also use this watch as the camera's shutter button. Note that this remote button basically pushes the volume down button. So if the camera app is not open in your phone, this camera button in the watch will just lower your phone's volume. So make sure that the camera app is open when using this. Using the voice assistant from the watch also trigger the Google Assistant in your phone, then you can give commands using your watch's microphone. Additionally, you can also trigger a phone call from the CMF Watch Pro 2. When you open the phone call, you can either go to the recent calls or contacts, or just open the keypad to type in the number that you want to call. When you tap the call, this will remotely start the call from your phone, then you can have the conversation utilizing the watch's speaker and microphone. Pretty neat features. I have also tested the heart rate and blood oxygen measurement of the CMF Watch Pro 2 against an actual oximeter. The heart rate is a bit too high in the watch as compared to the oximeter. As you can see here, there's a difference of around 10 BPM. I noticed that the watch usually starts at a really high heart rate reading, then it gets stabilized after a few seconds. The SpO2 measurement is pretty much accurate though. Most of the time with only a difference of usually 1% as compared to the oximeter. As the back of the wrist is not the best place to measure the heart rate and SpO2, I think the watch is still doing a great job. For the workout, upon starting one, if the workout is outdoor, the watch will advise you to wait for a GPS lock-in before hitting go. While waiting for the GPS, CMF provided some warm-up exercises that you can follow, which is a nice touch. GPS lock-in is erratic for me. Sometimes it takes only 10 seconds, sometimes it can take up to 7 minutes. Most of the time I need to wait about 5 minutes for a GPS lock-in. When GPS is locked in, the go button will turn red and you can tap it to start. There will be a 3-second countdown. While in a workout, you are presented with the usual data that you need, like the speed, distance, heart rate, and calories burned. When working out with GPS, there is a 3-bar at the top of the watch, indicating the strength of the GPS signal. Swiping to the right gives you music controls, while the leftmost page lets you pause or end the workout. Indoor workout counts the steps accurately, but since it does not use a GPS, moving your arms continuously is sometimes counted as a step too. In one workout, I tried recording on both Strava and CMF Watch at the same time. The distance is exactly the same, while the steps have a difference of just 9 counts, which is very little and negligible. For the GPS tracking, they are the same from a zoom-out view, but if we look closely, there are many parts where there's many discrepancies. Based on my actual movements in my workout, the Strava track is 100% accurate. And the CMF Watch track deviates on several parts for between 1 to 5 meters. Overall, I think the watch GPS is about 85 to 90% accurate. I also encountered 2 major issues in the workout area. My very first recorded workout, for some reason, does not have a GPS data. I waited for about 7 minutes for a GPS lock-in before I started this workout. The watch is connected to my phone, which also has its GPS turned on. And GPS signal is present the whole workout. So I'm not sure what happened there. Fortunately, this never happened again, only on the first one. Second issue is, I have a workout record that refuses to be added to the CMF Watch app. What's weird is, this workout was successfully synced with Strava, and yet, it is nowhere to be found in the CMF Watch app. I already did other workouts after this, and all those workouts are in the CMF Watch app. But this August 7 workout is still not there. I'm not sure why. Alright. Aside from this GPS-related issues, the CMF Watch Pro 2 also provides basic health metrics, which might not be sufficient for those looking for advanced health tracking. And although the build quality is decent, it is not exceptional as compared to the likes of the Apple Watches and Samsung Ultra Watch. But I think CMF more than makes up on that with its unique design. The CMF Watch Pro 2 features a circular aluminum body with a crisp AMOLED display that has a customizable removable bezel, which makes the design unique, stylish, and feels more premium than its price suggests. The watch is comfortable to wear as well, with an easily removable straps that come in various colors. It's suitable for both men and women. The display is bright and vibrant, making it easy to read in various lighting conditions. The battery life, although not on par with what CMF claims, is still impressive, lasting more than 3 days for my personalized usage. The CMF Watch Pro 2 is a stylish and affordable smartwatch that offers a very good value for its price. It excels in design and comfort, making it a great choice for everyday use. However, if you need advanced health metrics or extensive sports tracking, you might want to consider other options. Overall for me, CMF Watch Pro 2 is a solid choice for those looking for a budget-friendly smartwatch with a unique design and all the basic health and workout tracking that you will need. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. If it has helped you in any way, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Nilasuj for watching. Noba Air.